my plan. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved.
What a game. Cortez smacked to the left. That is gone.
Lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard, counting, and a win. And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not? And a very pleasant, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on the RSLN Network. We are coming to you live from Round Rock, Texas, and it's state championship day for the Sharyland Rattlers baseball team as they take on Lucas Lovejoy. The Rattlers come in with a record of 38-5. Lucas Lovejoy, out north of this area, comes in with a record of 33-6-1. Both teams expected to play here yesterday. Rains said otherwise. We had lots of delays throughout the day, and it pushed games further and further back, and the 9 o'clock start was postponed to a 9 a.m. start, 12 hours beyond what they were supposed to be doing. You can hear the crowd below me. There's a good crowd on hand, and thankfully the rain has subsided here, and we have sunshine soaking this field here at Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. The umpires are on the scene. They've already taken the lineup cards. Both teams are ramped up for this one. Lucas Lovejoy is the home team. The Rattlers from Sharyland are the visitors. Sharyland representing what would be thousands and thousands of baseball players that have played throughout the years out of the RGV in hopes of winning a state championship. No one has ever done it. The Rattlers are right here poised to say, we'll bring the trophy home. We'll take a break. When I come back, I'll get to the starting lineup. Sun-soaked field, no wind. There's clouds out there, but they don't look like they're coming our way, and we should get this one in. It's the Rattlers, and it's Lovejoy, the Leopards. We'll be right back with more after this.
Texas Almost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. Fruya Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong. And the next 100 begin with.
Back here for our broadcast at Dell Diamond in Round Rock. Joe Bowling with you. Thanks again for tuning in here on the RSLN Network. We're live with live audio, my friends. We got the rights to the audio broadcast. Hey, I feel right at home doing radio broadcasts, especially in baseball. My first broadcast goes years and years, decades back, in which I was broadcasting a fall baseball game at Mark I featuring the Tigers. Coach Tom Brown was the head coach, and I was fortunate enough to get my feet wet and get underway with a fall broadcast. My first state championship team that I ever covered was the North County Raiders, and that was 30 years ago. The Rattlers of Sharyland trying to become the first team out of the RGV to ever win a state championship team. Now, they do have the public address announcer announcing the lineups and the introduction of the players on the field. But right now, that microphone is on, but it's not picking up very well at all. So I'll run down the starting lineups for you back home that are tuning in. Share the link if you will. Pass the word out to other fans that we're broadcasting this game. Yes, it's audio, but I promise you I'll bring a description that'll make you feel like you're watching it at home. The Rattlers will be the visitors. They'll be batting first. Luis Balderas will lead it off. He'll be playing second base. Nicholas Valdez is playing center field, hitting second. Luis Cienfuegos is catching today. He'll hit in the 3 spot. Santiago Soto playing first base, hits fourth. Edgar Quintanilla playing third base will hit in the 5 spot. IJ Garza, the DH, will hit in the 6 spot. Santiago Balderas is in shortstop. He's hitting seventh. The number 8 hitter is Diego Chapa. He's hitting in the 8th spot, playing right field, and Omar Cantu is playing left field and hitting in the 9th spot. They're going to start things off with Sergio Ibarra as the starting pitcher for the Rattlers. I'll get to the Leopards starting lineup right after this break. National anthem getting ready to be played. We'll be right back and we'll get this thing started. We are at Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. It's state championship day. Rattlers and Leopards on the RSLN network.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
At Tortilleria Ibanez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibanez, tradition on every plate.
It means a lot to me. TFC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. A long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Back here for the broadcast here on the RSLN network, coming to you for the state championship game at the Class 5 level. We're at Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Sharyland has already been introduced. The home team is the Lucas Lovejoy Leopards. Their lineup looks like this. Logan Corley will start off, leading off, hitting and playing center field. Brady Saunders will be playing at second base, hitting second. Lucas Smith is the catcher. He hits in the 3 spot. Carson Brands, the shortstop, hits in the cleanup spot. Reed Blakely plays left field. He hits in the 6 spot. Zach Carlson plays in right field, followed by Benjamin Reinhardt playing third base. The first baseman is Tanner Brown. He'll be hitting the 8 spot. Liam Quinlan is the DH. He'll be hitting the 9 spot. And Tyler Scarborough will be the starting pitcher. Scarborough, a senior right-handed pitcher, facing the Rattlers with Sergio Ibarra, a right-handed senior as well. National anthem getting ready to be played. We'll just keep it right here, see if we can pick up the audio for the national anthem of the state championship game. have it. National anthem in the books, starting lineups introduced, teams introduced, and we're set for some baseball. Thanks for tuning into this audio broadcast here on the RSLN Network. Tuning in from Mercedes, give a shout out in that direction. Also, other fans tuning in, Rattlers fans from Dallas, Texas, tuning in. Give a shout out to Jose Cano, who's tuning in. Those that are listening in on the broadcast, give me a shout out. I'm kind of monitoring that, and I can talk back and forth with you. The Lucas Lovejoy Leopards make their way out onto the field. They have a record of 33-6-1 on the season, and they'll have their black uniforms with red letters. Rattlers in their red uniforms with white numbers, the visitors on the scoreboard. Dimensions of this park, 325 down the line in left and center field, 400 to straightaway center field, 375 in the power alleys, and there is an extension that goes from right center and left center heading out to center field that this park extends to 407. If you hit it that far, straightaway center field comes in a little bit at 400 dead set. I talked about rain yesterday, and there was a bunch of it. It postponed game after game after game, and they kept trying to get games in. They finished playing baseball here last night after 11:30 at night. And so this one is setting up already a 2-hour to 3-hour delay in games that will be played here throughout the day. But this one is ready to start. The Sharyland Rattlers, 38-5 on the season. And we're ready to go. Field conditions, it was raining throughout the morning. This is a dirt field, grass field, and it is wet, but the dirt is in immaculate condition as they had the tarps over the dirt during the rain. Standing in for the Rattlers, Luis Balderas, right-handed hitting junior, playing second base. First pitch coming from the right-hander. Scarborough is a ball, 1-0. First pitch right on the money at 9 o'clock. Next pitch coming in, and that is in there for a strike call. Fastball on the inside corner. It's Balderas, Valdez, Cienfuegos. Anybody gets on, Santiago Soto will hit here in the first inning. Next one comes in there and is in for a strike. It's a 1-2 count on the leadoff hitter for the Rattlers. Next pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball, chopped over third. Second baseman in the hole gets to it. Shortstop bounces it up, and that's a hit. Infield single as Balderas beats it out, and the Rattlers have a base runner out of the gate. Sonny from Sharyland, thanks for tuning in. The audio's low, they say. Well, let's see if we can bring that up just a bit. Next guy up for the Rattlers is Nicholas Valdez. Valdez stands in, a right-handed hitter. He's a senior on this Rattler team. Runner at first, throw over to first, and he's back in time. Leadoff hitter aboard with an infield single for the Rattlers. Valdez, a right-handed hitter, playing center field today. First one shows a bunt, bunts it in the air over in foul territory. Third baseman can't get there. Reinhardt gave chase. That's Benjamin Reinhardt over there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the defensive alignment for Lovejoy. On the mound is Scarborough. Behind the plate is Lucas Smith. Down at first base, Tanner Brown. At second base is Brady Saunders, that is. Over at third is Reinhardt. The shortstop is Carson Branch. We'll get to the outfield in a moment. First pitch, no, instead another throw over. And safe just back in time as Balderas diving in at first base. Good-looking pickoff move there by Scarborough. Balderas had a big lead, and he was able to just get a fingertip in ahead of the tag. Now the 0-1, another throw to first. Back standing up as Balderas. If nothing else, he certainly has the attention of Tyler Scarborough. Scarborough checks. Big lead by Balderas. He doesn't go, swinging a foul ball off to the right side out of play. And it's quickly an 0-2 count on Valdez. The outfield. Left to right for Lucas Lovejoy. Reed Blakely's in left field. In center field is Logan Corley. And in right field is Zach Carlson. Next pitch coming as Valdez has to protect the plate. A long look, now the pitch comes. And that is in there for a strike called and a strikeout. Valdez taking, and Scarborough painted the outside corner and rings him up for the strikeout. 1 on, 1 out here in the first for Sharyland. We're in the top of the first inning. Wichita, Kansas tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Another fan tuning in from the RGV. First pitch is a strike call to Luis Cienfuegos. Thus far, we're seeing a lot of hard stuff from Tyler Scarborough in the opening inning, trying to work around the infield single that led it off. Cienfuegos, the catcher today, right-handed hitter for the Rattlers. Next pitch coming, chops it over the pitcher's mound, a high hop. Third baseman waits, gets it, throws to first, and out there. Good stretch over there by Tanner Brown at first base. Balderas goes to second. 5-3 on the put out to Cienfuegos. 2 down in the inning, and it'll have to take something off the bat of Santiago Soto to keep the inning going. Soto, a right-handed hitter, another senior. Middle of this lineup has 3 seniors with Valdez, Cienfuegos, and now Soto. Stands in, runner at second base, 2 outs. First pitch coming, fastball outside for a ball. Scarborough, right-handed pitcher, has been basically out of the stretch from the word go. In or outfield, playing in and right field for Soto. He gets one up in the air. He can certainly carry it over that fielder's head. Here's a hard fly ball out into straightaway center field, and it hangs up, and the catch is made by Corley to end the inning. For the Rattlers, they get an infield single and strand a man on the base pads. We have played 1/2 inning. Scoreless ball game. Head to the bottom of the second. Scoreless state championship game. Back after this.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K3 and Pre-K4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back here in our broadcast, trying to take a look at the audio situation here, and I'll see if I can get something corrected on the fly. Right now, I'm showing a decent audio coming out of this on the broadcast. See if we can up that just a bit. See if that helps. My friends that are tuning in on the audio side, I drifted that up quite a bit. Give me a shout out on those that are listening in. Edinburgh, Texas, tuning in. And thanks to Lucas Reyna for tuning into the ball game from Mercedes. Richard, thanks for tuning in. Tuning in from Brownsville. Thanks to Derek King for keeping up with this Rattler team in the broadcast. Bottom of the first inning and a scoreless game. Lucas Lovejoy will hit for the first time. Logan Corley will stand in. It's Corley, Saunders, and Smith 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. The Rattlers send Sergio Ibarra out to the mound. Ibarra, a senior right-handed pitcher for the Rattlers. That audio should be fixed. As a matter of fact, it may be a little hot right now for those that are tuning in. Pitch coming, swinging a foul ball off the third base side. Drifts out of play for strike one. No balls, one strike on Corley. A left-handed hitter standing in, facing the right-hander. Next pitch coming. Inside on the corner for strike two. Oh, 2 the count on the leadoff hitter. Ibarra working from the wind. Brings it home. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Corley took it right up the middle. No chance for the second baseman to get there, and the leadoff hitter's aboard. For the Leopards, brings in Brady Saunders. Summers stands in. Summers, another left-handed hitter, stands in. He's playing second base. Runner at first base for the Leopards. From the stretch, pitch comes in. Swing and a miss. Strike one. No balls, one strike. Thank you, Victor Trevino, for telling me the audio is good. Tuning in from Harlingen. Thanks for tuning in. From La Villa, also tuning into our broadcast. From the stretch, Ibarra brings it home. That's outside for a ball. Count evens at 1-1 on the number 2 hitter for the Leopards. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning. Rattlers and Lucas Lovejoy in the state championship game. They hold the runner at first base. Over there is Santiago Soto. Next pitch coming, and that's a breaking ball, and it stays low for a ball. And the count goes to 2-1. Defensively for the Rattlers, it's Soto down at first, Luis Balderas over at second base, Edgar Quintanilla down at third. The shortstop is Santiago Balderas. Get to the outfield after this next pitch to Summers. Ibarra checks, brings it home. Strike called on the outside corner. The outfield, Omar Cantu in left field. Nicholas Valdez out in center field. Diego Chapa in right field for the Rattlers of Sharyland. At the plate, Summers waits. 2-2 the count. And the pitch outside, ball 3. Got away momentarily from catcher Cienfuegos. He was able to keep it in front of him. Thank you, Lucas Reyna, for saying the audio sounds awesome. Appreciate that. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the number 2 hitter in the lineup. Pitch coming in, outside. That's a walk. So Lucas Lovejoy has something going here in the first with a hit and a walk. 2 aboard, and here comes the number 3 hitter in the lineup, Lucas Smith, to the plate. Smith, the junior right-handed hitter. Fans tuning in from Atlanta, Georgia. Thanks, Jorge Espinoza, for tuning in. From McAllen, thanks for tuning in to this broadcast. From Sharyland, there's a bunch of them here, but fans listening in back there as well. Next pitch coming, and that's in there for a strike call. Tuning in from Houston, Guerra Rodriguez tuning in from Laredo. Thanks for tuning in. From Cedar Park, Texas. Thanks for tuning in to our broadcast here on the audio. 2 on, nobody out. Smith at the plate, 0-1 the count. Ibarra brings it home. Took it, outside, missed just by a bit. It's a ball, 1-1. Clouds are rolling in. We were driving. We stayed about 6 miles away from this park. 2 different times we hit rain pockets that if it were raining like that here, they would pull the tarps over the field. There's a call for rain later this afternoon, but mostly they're saying they should get this game in. 1-1 the pitch, coming in, fouled at the plate, goes to strike 2. 1-2 on Smith, and Ibarra could sure use his first strikeout here. Summers is down at first. He reached on a walk. Logan Corley down at second base. For the Leopards, he started it with an infield or a single right up the middle. Ahead in the count, Ibarra. Ready. They don't hold the runners. They're able to take big leads out there. And here comes the 1-2 pitch from Ibarra. Outside, ball 2. More or less a wasted pitch there by Smith. When I say they're not holding the runners, at first base, the Rattlers' Santiago Soto is playing well behind the runner. But at second base, the second baseman and the shortstop are playing a little cat and mouse game back there behind Corley. They're not necessarily getting to the bag, but they're certainly showing they're paying attention. Pitch is fouled at the plate. And that's a count, keep at 1-2 here. Tuning in from San Antonio, Priscilla Salinas, thanks for tuning in. Richard Cruz from South Padre Island, thanks for tuning in. And Randy Rodriguez from Raymondville, Texas, thanks for tuning in to this Rattler State Championship game. Smith at the plate. Carson Branch on deck. 2 aboard, nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless game from Del Diamond. Next pitch coming. Swing and a foul ball back to the screen. Ibarra coming with hard stuff right at Lucas Smith. He was on that pitch, fouled it straight back. Number 3 hitter in the lineup. Westico, Nathan Alvarado, thanks for tuning in. Like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, this Sharyland team is representing thousands and thousands and thousands of baseball players that have played throughout the year in the RGV, trying to reach and win a state championship game. Pitch coming in, swinging a foul ball right side. Well hit, but well out of play. And the count stays at 2-2. Rattler fans to my right, Leopard fans to my left. Next game features Cal Allen, so there'll be a big crowd for that squad as well. Ibarra battling here in the first inning. Smith at the plate. Ibarra checks the runners, brings the 2-2 home, and it's up and in. Ball 3. Good at bat for Lucas Smith. And we're ready for the 3-2 pitch again. Smith waits. Ibarra brings. Swinging a hard hit ball into left center field. Very deep. Left fielder going back. Can't get there. It's in the gap. 1 run will score. Second run being brought around. He'll score. It's a double for Smith and a 2-0 lead for the Leopards. Lucas Smith. With a great at bat there. And Lucas Lovejoy on top at 2-0. Edinburgh, Texas tuning in. Thanks for tuning in here. Listening from San Benito, Texas. Another fan listening from Laredo. Another fan listening from Houston. Thanks for tuning in. 2-0 Lucas Lovejoy. At the plate is Carson Branch. A pitch goes over his head, back to the screen, and down to third base goes Lucas Smith. A single, a walk, and a double have plated 2 here for the Leopards in the first. Carson Branch, shortstop, right-handed hitter. Big, tall right-hander, stands deep in the box with a runner at third base and nobody out. Ibarra brings it home. Swinging a hard hit ball, base hit into left center field. That gets to the gap. Center fielder cuts it off. It's an RBI single and a 3-0 game. And Smith and Branch getting good swings against Ibarra, and that constitutes a trip to the mound for the Rattlers coach. He'll talk it over It's 3-0. We'll be right back with more. You're listening to state championship coverage of the Sharyland Rattlers. Lucas Lovejoy. I'm Joe Bowling. This is the RSLN Network. Back here at Dell Diamond, and the first 4 have reached for Lovejoy. 3 of the 4 have scored. And at the plate is Reed Blakely. He takes strike 1. As the Rattlers will have to battle from behind here in this game. Already down 3-0 here in the first. Blakely, a left-handed hitter, he playing left field today. First pitch was a strike. Second pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. The trip to the mound was very short as the Rattlers coach came right out there. Ibarra pretty much chased him away. Pitch is outside, runner goes, throw to second, and safe there with a stolen base. Miguel Avalos, thanks for tuning in. Listening from West Texas. Rio Grande City, listening in. Giovanni Leal. Next pitch is hit in the air to left field. Stays up. Center fielder comes over. They let it drop. Miscommunication there. Cantu had it. Was going to make the catch. Valdez came over. And between the two, they just simply let that ball drop. So Blakely will reach. Branch had to stay at second base because that was pretty much a routine fly ball. Here's Zach Carlson, right-handed hitting right fielder. And the number 6 hitter in the lineup. 2 aboard, still nobody out. Ibarra brings it. He's going to bunt, does in the air. Catcher doesn't get there as it goes back to the screen. And that's a strike. Tuning in from Harlingen. I'll add that score to you, my friends. Thanks for giving me a heads up on that. Next pitch coming, a bunt, took it. Runner goes down at second base, throw to second. He's advancing on to third, and he'll get in there, sliding safe ahead of the tag. So aggressive base running by the Leopards. Already leading here. It's a 3-0 game, and they got a runner in scoring position down at third base. Count it 1 ball and a strike. On Carlson. Runners at the corners. Ibarra checks those runners and brings it home. Gonna bunt, does in the air, and it's in fair territory. Catcher comes out to make the catch for the first out. Cienfuegos took charge on that one. And 1 down here in the inning. 3-0 Leopards. Benjamin Reinhard will check in. Reinhard playing third base, another right-handed hitter in this lineup for the Leopards. 7th hitter to hit here in the first inning, still only 1 out. Next pitch coming inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. No secret, this Rattler team has a lot of arms out there. They can bring pitching in the blink of an eye. They had a leadoff single in the first inning. Throw to first, back in time is Blakely down there. Ibarra trying to get out of this jam, has given up 3 runs. It's a 3-0 lead for the Leopards of Lovejoy. Lucas Lovejoy, that is. 1 ball, no strikes on Reinhard. And here's the pitch. Took it, strike called. Up in the strike zone, but nonetheless, a strike is called, and it's 1-1. Zapata County tuning in. Roland Ayala checking in. From the stretch, Ibarra spins it home to Reinhard. After a long look, here it comes. Runner goes, and time is called. Blakely got a good jump off of first base, but Reinhard had called time. Bob and Pamela Cuellar tuning in from McAllen. Thanks for tuning in. I love it when someone on the audio broadcast asks, is no one live streaming this? This is as live stream as I've done in my life. Difference, no video, but there's audio. Thus, it's a live stream. Here comes the 1-1. Outside, misses the corner for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Priscilla Salinas tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. 3-0 your score here in this game. Sun pops out of the clouds again. Ibarra trying to get through this, limiting the damage to just 3 runs. Pitch coming, runner goes, swing and a miss. And the runner steals second. Count goes to 2-2. Runners now at second and third. And Reinhardt could really open this inning up. Ibarra would like to get the strikeout. Count is 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip back to the screen. Just getting a piece of it was Reinhardt. Tanner Brown on deck. La Jolla Coyotes baseball fan tuning in. Here comes the next one. Strike 3 called, struck him out. Reinhardt caught looking. First strikeout of the game by Ibarra. And 2 down. It'll bring up Tanner Brown. Brown, another right-handed hitter in this Leopard lineup. The number 8 hitter strolls to the plate here in the first inning. Still runners at second and third and 2 outs. Ibarra works from the stretch. First pitch, swinging a hard hit ball, grounded to short. Fielded there, throw across, on the money. Inning comes to an end. 6-3 on the putout for Lovejoy. They'll score 3 runs. They'll do so on 4 hits. The big one and 2 RBI double from Lucas Smith. We head to the second inning. Sharyland Rattlers trailing in this one 2-0. We'll be right back on the RSL Network.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Career and Technical Education Center is where futures take flight. With 18 programs of study and 43 industry-based certifications available, students gain real-world skills for real-world success. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry-standard iCar Academy to get you job-ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Back here for our state championship broadcast from Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Joe Bowling with you. Sun's coming through the clouds, and it gets really warm here in this press box. But nonetheless, a good place to announce this game from. Send shout-outs to other fans that are tuning in, listening from West Texas, listening from Dallas, Texas, from Round Rock, Jose Mendiola tuning in, and also Emilio Tamez tuning in from La Feria, Texas. Pass the word to other fans who may want to listen to this game. It's an audio broadcast, but again, I'll bring it to you as if you're watching it as best I can. Sharyland down 3-0 as they start this second inning. It'll be Edgar Quintanilla, I.J. Garza, Santiago Balderas. Anyone gets on, Diego Chapa will hit. It's 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. Facing Tyler Scarborough, working with a 3-0 lead, and ball one gets us started. Rattlers got it started in the top of the first with a single. Scarborough worked around that. And then his team gave him 3 runs. Ball 2 inside. It's 2-0 to Soto. Rattlers showed resiliency in their state semifinal games, coming from behind to win and advance into this state championship game. 2-0 pitch inside. Ball 3. And a 3-0 count to Quintanilla leading off. Wind not blowing at all. It's picking up just a bit. Just drifting the flags. 3-0 pitch inside. Ball 4 and a walk. Leadoff runner aboard for the second inning in a row for the Sharyland Rattlers. Gregory Portland tuning in. Thanks for checking in with us. It is a 3-0 game. What the heck happened to that score? 3-0 is the score. First pitch misses. Ball 1 to I.J. Garza. 1-0. It's 3-0 your score. Next pitch, ball 2 outside. So after getting 3 runs to work with, Scarborough has missed with the first 6 pitches out of the strike zone here in the second inning. Quintanilla a lead at first. Has to be careful over there. A throw over, he's back diving in. Three nothing the score. Gregory Portland again tuning in. I know I had the score working with the glare of the sun, trying to work this scoreboard. I'll try to make sure I don't hit the wrong button. 3-0 the score for those watching the scoreboard and listening in. I'll say the score more and more here on the broadcast just to make sure I keep it right. 3-0 right now. Next pitch, fouled away. 3-0 score. That's quickly a 2-2 count on I.J. Garza. Hitting here with a runner at first. Next pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased an outside pitch. First out of the inning. Second strikeout of the game by Scarborough. So 1 on, 1 out as Santiago Balderas checks in. Balderas, another senior on this squad. Shortstop playing today for the Rattlers. Hits from the right side. Facing Scarborough. First pitch in there for strike called. So after missing with the first 6, Scarborough has come right back throwing strikes. Short lead by Quintanilla down at first. Scarborough brings it, a pitch out, and it's a ball. Runner stayed put down at first base. I'm a fan of clouds. I don't want any rain, but clouds take the glare off of these computer screens. Here's a shot down the right field line into foul territory, drifting over, and a great play made over there in foul territory by Zach Carlson for the second out. He had to go all the way up against the fencing area. There isn't much room down there in foul territory, and he was literally up against the stands to make that catch. 2 down, and Diego Chapa will try to keep it going for the Rattlers. First pitch, took it, strike called. Rattlers had the leadoff runner on in the first. A leadoff walk here in the second, he's still there. Next one coming. A little bit low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quintanilla started it with a walk. He's still down at first. Outfield playing straight away for Chapa. Pitch coming. Outside, gets away. Down to second base goes Quintanilla. A lot of room behind the plate here. And once that one skipped past Lucas Smith, he had to hustle back to get it. So now a runner in scoring position for the Rattlers for a second inning. In a row, Chapa could drive in a run with a hit. Ahead in the count at 2-1. Waits, here it comes. Swinging a ground ball. That's a base hit into right field. Runner around third. They'll try to score him. It's a good throw. He slides in. Safe! An RBI single. Chapa with a 2-out hit. And it's a 2-1 ball game. Make it a 3-1 ball game. 3 balls, 1 strike. Said 2-1 again. Omar Cantu steps up for the Rattlers. Fans listening in for Kingsville. There's a throw to first, and just back in time is Chapa. I said it in the first inning, and I'll say it again. These runners, you get on at first base, you better pay attention because Scarborough has a nasty pickoff. Throws to first again. Back diving in is Chapa for the Rattlers. Cantu, the number 9 hitter. A pitch is away for ball 1. And it's a 1-0 count on Cantu. On deck is Balderas as it's back at the top of the lineup for the Rattlers. Pitch coming outside on the corner for a strike. Big groan from the Sharyland faithful who thought that stayed outside. Fans driving, heading to South Carolina, tuning in. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are. Kingsville tuning in. Here's a line shot, 1 hop to second. Throw over to first, and the inning comes to an end. 4-3 on the putout, and the inning for the Sharyland Rattlers. 1 run, 1 hit. They'll strand 1. Second runner stranded to the ball game. We head to the bottom of the second. Lucas Lovejoy will have the 9, 1, and 2 hitters up, and they lead it by the score of 3-1. We'll be back with more from Dell Diamond after this.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Back here for the bottom of the second inning. Joe Bowling with you on the RSL Network. Dell Diamond, our location, Round Rock, Texas. State championship game between the Sharyland Rattlers and Lucas Lovejoy. Fans tuning in, keep shouting out where you're tuning in from. Coming in from Corpus Christi, Texas, from Mission, from Smiley, Texas, from Mexico City tuning in. More fans from Sharyland and from Midland, Texas tuning in. Ennis, Texas, checking in on the broadcast here on the audio. All rooting for this Sharyland Rattler team to capture a state championship game. 3-1 the score. Lucas Lovejoy on top. The Leopards pushed 3 across in the first inning. Batted 8. And they'll have the number 9 hitter leading off here in the second inning. Sergio Ibarra back to the mound for the Sharyland Rattlers. And he'll work for his second inning. His team got him a run back in the top of this second. He'll try to keep this Leopard team right where they are. First pitch coming to Liam Quintanilla. Fouled away, out of play on the third base side. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike on Quinlan. Next pitch coming. Inside corner, strike 2. Ibarra painted the inside part of the plate and is ahead 0-2 on Quinlan. Liam Quinlan, or DH today, a junior, waits the 0-2. Grounded, too short. Gobbled up there, throw across, on time. 1 down. 6-3 on the putout. And just like that, Ibarra has retired 4 in a row. Here's Logan Corley. San Perlita alum tuning in to our broadcast. Bogota, Colombia tuning in to our broadcast. Sylvia Valdez Espinoza tuning in from Edinburgh. Ball 1 inside to Corley. Second hitter to hit here in the bottom of the second inning for Lucas Lovejoy. The Leopards lead 3-1. Next pitch coming. Swings, fouls it away. Off to the right side, out of play. Count goes to 1-1. Corley got it started with a single in the bottom of the first. He came around to score on that Lucas Smith 2-run double. Corley waits. Ibarra. Long look, shakes off a couple of signs, now steps off. Outfield playing deep in right field for the left-handed hitter. Center fielder in a couple of steps. And back in left field just a bit. Pitches up, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on Corley. Brady Summers on deck. Anybody reaches this inning, Lucas Smith will hit again here in the second. Next one coming from Ibarra. Inside and low for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike on Corley. And Ibarra, the last 2 pitches, has shuck off several signs. He's ready here, spins the 3-1 home. Outside, misses the corner, that's a walk. Corley aboard for the second time in as many innings. That ends a string of 4 in a row set down by Ibarra, and here's Brady Summers. Laguna Vista tuning in. Mercedes Fire Department tuning in as well. Hutto, Texas. La Feria, Texas, all tuning in to our broadcast here. And some fans from San Benito and also tuning in. Pitch coming. Runner stays at first, swinging a foul ball chopped at the plate for strike 1. 1 on, 1 out here in the second for the Leopards. They lead 3-1. Wind has at least unfurled the U.S. flag out in center field, but not enough to call it anything that's going to affect any ball hit in the air here. Cloud cover more than sun right now here in this second inning. Summers walked in the first and scored a run. Waits, takes, inside, ball 1. It's a 1-1 count. Somebody asking, is Jammer Ruiz with me? No, he's here in spirit and behind the scenes back at the studio. 1-1 the count, and the pitch. Summers grounds it foul at the plate. And the count goes to 1-2. Rio Grande City alumni from 1983, Robert Lopez tuning into our broadcast. Thanks for checking in. Miguel Angel Avalos checking in. Gabriel Llanos also checking in. Rockport, Texas, Amy Haynes checking in to this broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. Summers at the plate, has to protect. He's in the hole, 1-2. Ibarra spins it home. Line shot into left field, that stays up. A diving catch is made by Omar Cantu. It was hard hit. Cantu had to charge hard on that ball and then flat out dove and made the catch. Runner stays at first base. 2 outs in the inning. And that brings up Lucas Smith. And thus far, Lucas Smith has the biggest hit of this game. A 2-run double back in the first inning. Andy Silva listening from Memphis, Tennessee. Thanks for tuning in. Miguel Angel Avalos from the West Texas oil fields. Thanks for checking in during the broadcast. Runner goes, pitches outside, throw to second, and they won't get him. Pitch was outside for a ball, and Corley steals the base. Tuning in from Alamo. Thanks for tuning in. How about Juneau, Alaska? Tuning into the broadcast. Thanks for being with us here today for the state championship game. Pitch coming. Outside, misses. Not by much, and it's ball 2. On deck is Carson Branch. He's also got a hit and an RBI. That was back in the first. Here we are in the second. Smith at the plate, ahead on the count. Ibarra working from the stretch with a runner at second base. Comes set, brings it home. Outside, ball 3. With a base open, the Rattlers may put Smith on board. Checking in from Harlingen, Texas. Ennis, Texas, once again checking in. Thanks for tuning into the broadcast. 3 balls and a strike. Check that 3-0 on Lucas Smith. Waves the bat across the right side, waits, here it comes, taking all the way, and that's ball 4. 2 walks in the inning, have 2 aboard for the Leopards. They'll get a courtesy runner in for Smith. That looks like it's going to be Jacob Thorpe. Thorpe, a senior. Now running at first base. 2 down here in the inning, and Carson Branch steps in. 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI single back in the first. 3-0 ball game, or check that 3-1 game. Pitch coming. Up and in, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike on Branch. Reed Blakely on deck. That's already 3 walks by Ibarra pitching here for the Rattlers through the first inning and 2/3. Brings it home. That's on the corner for a strike call. Count goes to 1-1 on Branch. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Leopards. Rattlers have 1 run on 2 hits, as here we are in the second inning. Next pitch, a little low, and that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike on Branch. Ibarra checks the runners and pitches. Strike called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Rattlers will have the leadoff hitter in the third. Ibarra trying to keep it at a 3-1 game. Looks in here. This game was supposed to start at 9 p.m. last night. Started right on the money, 9 a.m. here this morning. Pitch coming. Outside. Count goes to 2-2 on Carson Branch. Corley down at second. Thorpe, the pinch runner, down at first. Sergio Ibarra brings the 2-2 home to Branch. Inside, runners go, and they'll both take the base. And that's ball 4. Scoreboard had me decoyed. That's another walk. And the bases are loaded with 3 walks here in the inning. And here's Reed Blakely. Blakely had a single, stole a base in the first, bats here in the second. Ibarra will work from the stretch. Bases loaded with the Leopards here in the second. Brings it way up and away, ball 1. Ibarra got the first hitter on a ground ball out. Had a diving play by his left fielder to get the second out. Has walked the last 2, walked 3 of the last 4, and is behind in the count 1-0 to Blakely. Brings it home. Swinging a high pop-up, foul ball. Catcher is there. Waits, dives, can't make the catch. And in that case, terrific effort by Luis Cienfuegos, the Rattler catcher, but he had to come midway up the line on the first baseline, near the foul line. Pitcher was there, first baseman was there, but they all kind of looked at the catcher. I'm telling you right now, that's the first baseman's ball. Pitcher is the second choice. Catcher's the third choice to make that catch. And everybody kind of stood there. Good effort on a diving try by Cienfuegos. Pitch is inside, now ball 2. 2-1. Leopards are hitting here in the second. Reed Blakely stands in. 2-1 is the count. Bases loaded. Long look. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball straight back. Count goes to 2-2. Ibarra has struck out 1, has walked 4, and would so like to get Blakely for his second strikeout and in this inning and strand the bases loaded. 2-2 the count, the pitch. Inside, and strike 3 called. Blakely taking all the way, and that was right on the edge of the plate. And a strikeout ends the inning. For the Leopards, no runs, no hits, 3 walks, and 3 left. We head to the third. Sharyland trailing 3-1. 1-2-3 in the lineup for the Rattlers. When we return, live state championship coverage from Round Rock, Texas at Dell Diamond. I'm Joe Bowling. This is the RSLN Network.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy. Don't hesitate. Call us now.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Back here at Dell Diamond, Joe Bowling with you. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be. Keep shouting out where you're listening to this game from here on our broadcast. I'm monitoring it over on the Facebook side. That's where I can see it. And so as you're tuning in here, I'll give you a shout out in that direction. Got one on the Facebook side, one on YouTube, as I'm monitoring who's tuning in to our broadcast. Sharyland Rattlers hitting the third. Luis Balderas, Nicholas Valdez, Luis Cienfuegos. Anybody gets on Santiago Soto. First pitch to Balderas is ball one. Balderas singled in the first, was stranded at second base. Bats here in the third in a 3-1 game. First pitch was a ball, next one grounded to short. Good play there, throw across in time for the out. Carson Brant's down there at short. And a ground ball out. One down here brings up Nicholas Valdez. Valdez, a strikeout victim in the first, 0 for 1 on the day. Strike one. Rattlers scored a run in the second. Leopards scored all their runs in the first. It's a 3-1 game. Next pitch, swinging a ground ball to second. Big hop there for Summers. He'll throw across. 2 ground ball outs here in the Rattlers' third. Brings up Luis Cienfuegos. Two down, and here's Luis Cienfuegos. Cienfuegos grounded out the third his first time up, is 0 for 1. Base is empty, 2 out here in the third. Pitch just outside for ball one. A lot of Rattler fans here. If this Rattler team can get it going, they got some fan base that can make a ton of noise. 1-0 the count, next pitch. In there for a strike. Cienfuegos taking all the way, down a couple of runs here in the third. Santiago Soto is on deck, but Cienfuegos will have to reach. Here's the next one. Swinging a pop foul out of play on the right side. Lucas Lovejoy will have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the third. See if Ibarra comes back out to pitch. One, two, the count, the pitch. Swinging a foul tip. Keeps Cienfuegos at the plate as the catcher couldn't hold on. The bullpens are hidden here. Beyond that wall, well, I can see a little bit. Looks like Sharyland has a little bit of activity starting to stir down there in the bullpen. Next pitch coming. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. Cienfuegos ends the inning. Third strikeout of the game by Tyler Scarborough. Sharyland goes quickly and quietly in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, no walks, and nobody left. Bottom of the third coming up. 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Leopards leading the Rattlers 3-1. We'll be right back with more after this.
Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K3 and Pre-K4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry-standard iCar Academy to get you job-ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Back here as we head to the bottom of the third inning in this state championship game. Lucas Lovejoy The Leopards leading Sharyland Rattlers 3-1. Leopards scored 3 runs in the first on 4 hits. Stranded the bases loaded in the second. And it'll be Zach Carlson, Benjamin Reinhardt, Tanner Brown to hit here in the third. Rattlers send Sergio Ibarra back out to pitch here in the third inning. Fred and Elva Espinoza tuning in for Mercedes. Thanks for tuning in to our broadcast. And here we go in the third. Ibarra has been in jams each of the first 2 innings. We'll work on Carlson. Popped out his first time as 0 for 1 and takes ball 1. Sunshine comes out between those clouds. When it does, it's bright. That cloud cover is here. It's comfortable. Here comes the 1-0. Up and in. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike on Carlson. Next 3 were retired by Ibarra as he worked through the lineup the first time through. Carlson stands in, and the next one. Swinging a hard hit ball into left field, and that's a base hit. Carlson, a ringing single. No chance that time for Cantu out there to make any kind of play. He just kind of had to wait, froze in his tracks, 1 hop to him. It was so well hit, he couldn't make a break to come in. Leadoff single. Here's Benjamin Reinhardt. Reinhardt, strikeout victim his first time up. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball off the pitcher. Third baseman gets it, throws to second. Safe there. That ricocheted off Ibarra directly over to Quintanilla. The base runner got a great break off the swing. And he was already a couple steps away from the bag when the throw came, trying to get the lead runner. And so it's going to be an infield single and 2 aboard for the Leopards. Ibarra now works a bunt, and it's a foul ball down the third base side. And already Lucas Lovejoy mixing it up. Seth Moody, the senior right-handed hitter, is hitting in place of Tanner Brown. Brown 0 for 1 in the game with a ground ball out. Moody, a senior, hitting here for the Leopards. Showed a bunt his first time. Ibarra waits. They're in at the corners looking for the bunt. Ibarra's ready, comes set. Another bunt, and he pulls it back and takes ball 1. Throw to second, and safe there. Strong arm by Luis Cienfuegos. Made that a lot closer than you would think. Count goes to 1-1 on Moody. Carlson down at second. Reinhardt at first for the Leopards. Moody at the plate here in the third. They lead 3-1. Moody waits. Bunts it, a foul ball on the right side. Moody frustrated himself. Slammed the bat down as he saw that foul ball go right. Infielder had a play on that time as the third baseman charged in. Shortstop ran over to cover the bag. See what they do here with the count 1-2. Will Moody continue to look for that bunt? Ibarra has a couple of strikeouts in the game, is ready. Brings the 1-2, shows a bunt, pulled it back. They throw back to second base instead. The runner there. I talked about the play. The Rattlers, as the pitch is delivered, third baseman is charging in over there, Quintanilla. Shortstop Balderas heading to third base, and the second baseman, Luis Balderas, coming in to cover the bag behind the runner. We're ready to go here. 1-2, and he went for the bunt. And that's a strike called. Throw down to third. Runner is safe there. So that'll go as a strikeout. And then the runners advance to second and third. So in one way, the job is done by Moody as he waved on that bunt attempt at a high up and in pitch. Kind of caught the catcher off guard. He couldn't see. And the ball bounced to the ground and the runners advanced. Pitch high, ball one. Another inning in which Ibarra works with runners in scoring position. Quintanilla at the plate is the number 9 hitter. We're back to Corley in the top of the lineup behind him. 2 on, 1 out here in the third. 3-1 score with the Leopards on top. Ibarra will work from the stretch. He has most of the game. Coming after Quinlan. Pitch is bunted and a foul ball. That wasn't what you would call a suicide squeeze. It was a squeeze, though, as a runner came down the line and waited for contact before he was all out, sprinting towards the plate. Foul ball keeps the count at 1 ball and a strike on Quinlan. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a ground ball out to shortstop. Infield, all playing in on the grass. Quinlan at the plate, left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball off the pitcher. Second baseman gets there, throws to first out. Now the late break for the plate, and out there, a double play. Rattler fans on their feet for that one. What happened is the pitcher got the ball. The runner on second broke on contact. He was literally a step off of third base. Carlson hadn't moved from third base, so there were 2 runners standing there. They threw to first, got the out, and then that forced Carlson to have to break for home plate, and they gunned him down. An odd way to get a double play, but hey, job done for the Rattlers in the third. No runs, 2 hits, a double play, 1 left. We head to the fourth. Rattlers trailing 3-1. They'll have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up after this.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Performing Arts Center is where creativity takes center stage. This facility immerses students in visual, performing, and fine arts programs where every student shines. Los Fresnos CISD, what we do here shapes the world.
I'll do anything for my clients. Would you pick up our kids from school? Yeah, I could do that.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Channel.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals.
We are back here as we start the fourth inning. Sharyland Rattlers trailing 3-1, coming off the heels of a 1-3-2 double play. They'll hit here in the fourth. Santiago Soto stands in. took a ball, takes a strike. It's 1-1 on the count. Soto, Quintanilla, Garza. First one coming after the 1-1 is skied up in the air into left field, short left field. Left fielder comes over, makes the catch for the out. That's now 5 in a row, retired by Tyler Scarborough. As we are here in the 4th. Edgar Quintanilla stands in. Right now, one of the Sharyland Rattlers stepped out of the bullpen area, and that's a door that opens into right field. Umpire spotted that, instantly called timeout. And now we're ready as Quintanilla stands back in. Pitch, takes, ball 1. Quintanilla walked and scored a run in the 2nd. Bats here with nobody on and 1 out in the 4th. Takes another one up and in, ball 2. Tuning in from Donna, Texas. Thanks for tuning in. Next one is a ball, 3-0. Rattlers looking for base runners any way they can get them. Here's the 3-0. Showed a bunt, takes it on the corner for a strike inside corner. 3-1. Quintanilla looks back at the umpire as if I had to step away from that and I was on the inside near the plate. Here's ball 4 and a walk. Quintanilla walks for a 2nd time in the game. Any base runner instantly brings up the tying run to the plate for Sharyland. Right now, that's I.J. Garza. He's the DH today, left-handed hitter. Strikeout victim his first time. He's 0 for 1. 1 on, 1 out here in the Rattler 4th. They trail 3-1. Garza. Here's the first one. Swings, fouls it back to the screen. Strike 1. Flags have now made enough movement. There's 3 flags out there. 2 of them are blowing a little bit enough to say it's blowing out to center field. But again, it's not going to affect anything hitting right now. Garza is ready. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a shot down the right field line. Right fielder gets over there and makes the catch. Hard hit ball by Garza. Made a bid to get one to the corner. But covering a lot of ground over there was Zach Carlson for the 2nd out. Runner returns to first. Santiago Balderas checks in. Balderas, a right-handed hitter for the Rattlers. Fouled out his first time, showed a bunt, took a ball, runner goes, late break, and the throw gets him. Out stealing is Quintanilla. Again, he got a late break on the steal. All Smith had to do was get the ball down to second base. And the inning comes to an end. No runs, a walk, no hits, nobody left. Man lost on the base pass for Sharyland. Here in the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the order up for Lucas Lovejoy. The Leopards lead this one 3-1 in a state championship game from Del Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Joe Bowling with you, RSLN Network. Back after this.
Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
At Brownsville ISD, every journey starts with a strong foundation.
Our academic programs inspire curiosity and critical thinking.
In athletics, students unleash their potential while diving into school spirit.
Creativity shines throughout our various fine arts programs.
Our career and technical education provides students with essential skills for the workforce.
With dual enrollment courses, students can earn college credits while still in high school.
Brownsville ISD.
One team.
One dream.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate. Call us now.
We are back here on our broadcast of this state championship game. Here in June 2026, Sharyland Rattlers trailing 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Leopards 3 runs on 6 hits. Sharyland 1 run on 2 hits. And here as we start the fourth, hitting for a third time already in this game is the leadoff hitter, Logan Corley. It'll be Corley, Summers, and Smith. Any of those reach? Carson Branch. As the Leopards have had base runners all over the place through the first 3. Stranded 3 in the second. Lost runners both in scoring position in the third on a double play. Here we are in the fourth. Corley stands in. Singled, scored a run in the first. Walked, stole a base. And the pitch coming. Up high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Corley. Batting from the left-hand side against Sergio Ibarra. Back out there working the fourth. Pitch coming. Outside, ball 2. Left-hander up working in the bullpen now for the Sharyland Rattlers. Ibarra trying to get through this fourth. Pitch is inside corner for a strike called on Corley. Tuning in from McAllen, Texas, Nicky Rowe Warriors fans tuning in for the Rattlers. Thanks for tuning into the broadcast. Next one misses for ball 3. 3-1 on Corley. And Ibarra has to bring him something to hit here. Here's the 3-1. Swinging a ground ball to first. Drop. First baseman gets it and drops it again. Runner reaches. Pitcher Ibarra got over there in time to cover the bag. Soto dropped it once, dropped it a second time, and thus couldn't get it in his hand to make a throw. So Corley on board for a third time in as many trips to the plate. And here's Brady Summers. Summers walked and scored in the first, flied out to left field in the second on a diving catch made by Omar Cantu. Swings, fouls the first one back, strike 1. That pitch was up. Oh and 1. 2 errors now committed by the Rattlers here in this game. Summers waits. Ground ball foul on the third base side. Quickly 0-2. He's a left-handed hitter, and they're holding the runner on at first. Means there's a big hole between first and second base. Second baseman Luis Valderas is just a couple of steps to the first base side of second base, deep on the dirt, but there's a lot of room there for a left-handed hitter. If Summers can just hit it on the ground, he might reach. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot into left field, opposite field, and that's a hit. Left fielder gets to it, cuts it off, brings it home. Corley down to second. Summers with the single, and it's 2 aboard here in the 4th for the Leopards, and that may be it for Ibarra. Trip to the plate. Catcher, coach, pitcher, talking it over for the Rattlers. Lots of activity in the bullpen. Take a quick break. I'll tell you what the result is of this trip to the mound after this.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Back here, that was a very short-lived trip to the mound, and Sergio Ibarra convinces coach, leave me in. I can handle this. Thanks for tuning in from Tamaulipas, Mexico. Far Texas also tuning in. Smith pops the first one up a mile high. This time Ibarra calls everybody off and makes the catch. That was about 3 steps in front of Luis Cienfuegos. And unlike last inning, when everybody watched Cienfuegos, this time Ibarra said, get out of my way. I'll take this. And 1 down in the inning. That brings in Carson Branch. Still runners at first and second. Now 1 out, and the pitch is a wild pitch. Sails back to the screen, and runners move up to second and third. No chance that time for Cienfuegos, as that was sailed high above his head. Reached up, popped up, but it was already back to the screen. 1-0 the count on the cleanup hitter for the Leopards of Lucas Lovejoy. Branch already in the game, has an RBI single, and he's walked. 1-0 the count with 2 on and 1 out. He shows a bunt. Does. It's a good one. Run scores. Nobody at first. Now they get there. Out, and a second run will score. So on a bunt, 2 runs come aboard, and it's now a 5-1 game. Empties the base paths. But now a 5-1 game. And now standing in is Reed Blakely. The runner broke from third. That was going to score as long as the bunt got down. Next pitch coming is foul back. After that, there was no one at first base when Ibarra first fielded the bunt. So he had to wait. There's a line shot into right field. Right fielder coming over. He'll make the catch. And the inning comes to an end. Again, finish off that play. The first baseman finally got back to the bag. By the time he was there, the runner had already come around third. And as Ibarra threw to first, that second run scored. Fly ball out, ends the inning for Lucas Lovejoy. They'll score 2 runs. They'll do so on just 1 hit. Score 2 runs on a bunt. And we head to the 5th. 7-inning ball game. Getting a bit late for the Rattlers. Lucas Lovejoy enjoying a 5-1 lead. We'll be right back for the 5th after this.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Back here, fifth inning gets us started for the Sharyland Rattlers. Leading off, Diego Chapa. And he quickly is in the hole 0-2 as he takes 2 quick strikes. Tyler Scarborough back out pitching for the Leopards, working here in the fifth, now leading 5-1 for the Leopards. Pitch is popped up, foul ball, right side, and that's out of reach. Rattler fans tried to make a play over there. Unsuccessful. Give that young man an error. He had a clean look at catching a foul ball here in the state championship game. Chapa, Cantu, Balderas all due up for the Rattlers here in the fifth. They'll need lots of base runners to try to get back in this one, trailing 5-1. Chapa waits, takes, and that's strike 3 called. First time we've seen any kind of breaking ball with meaning. And Scarborough records his 4th strikeout of the game. That brings in Omar Cantu. Check that. That was Balderas. This is Chapa. Hits it in the air, out beyond short. Diving attempt, and that drops. Chapa rounds first, stays there. Great effort out there by Carson Branch. But just out of his reach, off his glove on a diving attempt. 1 on, 1 out. Like I said, the Rattlers need base runners, and they'll take them any way, shape, or size. "5-1 ball game. Cantu stands in. Takes outside corner for a strike. And suddenly Scarborough is getting more surgical in his pitches. These are in, out. Next one coming, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fastball outside. He mixed that breaking ball in when striking out Balderas. Quickly ahead 0-2 on Cantu. A throw to first, and back in time is Chapa. Chapa now 2 for 2 in the ball game. Has 2 of the 3 Rattler hits. Here's a foul ball back to the screen. Stays at 0-2 on Cantu for the Rattlers. Top of the order right behind Cantu. Scarborough will come after him. Here's the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball in the hole. Base hit into right field. Runner stops at second. 2 aboard. Ground ball into right field. Same situation as the Rattlers had. There was a big gap between first and second base. And the left-handed hitting Cantu, all he had to do was get it on the ground on the infield between first and second. He was going to reach. Luis Balderas stands in. He's 1 for 2 in the game with a single back in the first. Grounded out to short in the third. Waits, takes, outside, ball 1. I said the Rattlers need a bunch of base runners. They get one more. Tying run will come to the plate. Throw back to second base, and that actually hits the runner, Balderas, or Chapa that is. And that prevented that ball from going into center field because the second baseman was already beyond the bag. Still runners at first and second. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss, and a big swing by Luis Balderas. Strike one. One ball, one strike. Valdez on deck. Another throw to second, and just back in time is the base runner. He came in standing up, but that throw was literally right on his hip. Another lead. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball in the hole to third. Diving play. Throw to second. Out there. Chop it down to third. Cantu erased on the fielder's choice. And in that case, Benjamin Reinhard saves a run with a diving play on a ground ball between third and short and ended up getting an out on a force. Balderas reaches. Now first and third Rattlers. 2 outs. And to the plate, Nicholas Valdez. Valdez 0 for 2. Swings, hits this on the ground to short. Flip to second, over to first. Double play. 6-4-3. They didn't need a double play. That just made it look good. 6-4 on the force. For the Rattlers of Sharyland, no runs, 2 hits. A couple of defensive plays there by the Leopards prevent what could have been a big inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. In the state championship game, Lucas Lovejoy on top of Sharyland, 5-1.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
It seems like you'll do anything for your clients.
Anything.
Would you get a face tattoo?
What do you all think?
Looks good, boss.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K3 and Pre-K4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Welcome back to our coverage here on the RSLN Network. From Del Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Joe Bowling with you. My wife, Daya, helping get me here and helping pick up some video highlights for his fans later on. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Lucas Lovejoy scored 3 runs in the 1st inning, 2 more in the 4th. And limited Sharyland to just 1 run. And as they bat here in the bottom of the 5th, they lead 5-1. Back out to pitch for Sharyland, Sergio Ibarra. Started this game and works here in the 5th. He'll face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the lineup of the Lucas Lovejoy Leopards. Interesting in-between innings. Lovejoy, or check that, Sergio Ibarra stayed in the dugout. He pitches the first pitch for a swinging strike. He stayed in the dugout while the infield came out, the outfield came out, and he was literally in the corner of the dugout. Catcher, Luis Cienfuegos, here's a fly ball into left field, coming in, making the catch for the out. And one down is Carlson, flies out to left. Anyway, he stayed in the dugout. Catcher was standing there waiting for him. And he literally walked from the dugout to the mound and threw a first pitch to Carlson. No warm-ups in between innings for Sergio Ibarra. Pitch fly to right. Stays up. Room. Diego Chapa puts it away. 2 fly ball outs. 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th for Lucas Lovejoy. That brings up Tanner Brown. Brown started the game. Grounded out to shortstop. Pinch hitter Seth Moody came in and hit for him in the 3rd, and now Brown returns to hit here in the 5th. Takes one, outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Sharyland in the 6th will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters up. Here's a foul ball, right side out of play. And that time, the fan did make a catch over there for the Sharyland Rattlers. The young man made the catch. Next pitch, strike call. Shaping up to be the best inning for Ibarra. Next one coming, and a check swing, and just misses outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th. Pitch outside, ball 3. Brown, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Keeneland is on deck. Here's the 3-2, swinging a foul ball. We'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ibarra spins it home. Ground ball, foul. Look out on the 3rd base side. Got there in a hurry. Game started at 9 a.m. We are 75 minutes into this one. Now, a little further than that. Scoreboard's wrong. Here's a ground ball foul. 1 hour and 37 minutes to be exact, as we're here in the 5th. Brown battling Ibarra. Here's the 3-2. Inside for a walk. So the string continues for the Leopards of Lucas Lovejoy. Base runners in every inning. They've scored in 2 of the first 4. Had runners in scoring position in every inning thus far. The DH, Liam Keeneland, stands in. Took a strike. Keeneland in the game, grounded out to short in the 2nd, hit into an interesting double play in the 3rd. Bats here in the 5th with a runner at 1st and 2 outs. Next one coming, swing and a miss, strike 2. Ibarra trying to work through this 5th. Is way out in front on Keeneland. Brings the 0-2, hit him. And what that does is it puts 2 runners aboard. And it also brings up the top of the lineup for Lucas Lovejoy and the Leopards. 2 fly ball outs, routine flies to start it. Now a walk and a hit batsman. And here's Logan Corley, who's been all over the place on the bases. Singled in the 1st, walked in the 2nd, reached on an error in the 4th, has scored 2 runs, and bats here in the fifth with 2 aboard and 2 out. Ibarra once again has to get out of a jam. Brings it home. Misses inside for ball 1. Of the next 3 hitters for Lucas Lovejoy, they've been at the plate 9 times and have reached 7 of the 9. Corley waits. Takes it inside, misses for ball 2. 2-0. The bases were loaded in the second. The Rattlers got out of that. Runners at second and third in the third. They got out of that. Here's the next one. Outside, way outside, ball 3 on Corley. The Leopards have 7 hits in the game. Five walks, 2 errors, and a hit batsman. Right down central for a strike called. Count goes to 3-1. Corley taking all the way. 5-1 ball game. Bottom of the 5th inning or a state championship game. Throw to second on a pickoff, and that's wide. Runner back. Shortstop came in behind, but that throw was to the first base side and allowed the runner to get back on. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Inside corner, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 outs here in the 5th. Sharyland in the 6th will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters up. If Ibarra can keep it right here at 5-1. 3-2 the count. And the pitch to Corley. Swinging a line shot, base hit into left field. Runner comes around third. Left fielder kicks it. Other runner down to third. And Corley down to second with an RBI. It's 6-1. Second hit of the game for Corley. And after 2 quick outs, it's now a 6-1 ball game, and the Rattlers will make a pitching change. I'll tell you who it is right after this. Lucas Lovejoy on top, 6-1.
Brownsville, Texas.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Career and Technical Education Center is where futures take flight. With 18 programs of study and 43 industry-based certifications available, students gain real-world skills for real-world success. Los Fresnos CISD. What we do here shapes the world.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry-standard iCar Academy to get you job-ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today. Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
Back here in Round Rock, Del Diamond, the location, Sharyland Rattlers bring in a sophomore, Milo Villarreal. Big, tall, left-handed pitcher. He'll replace Sergio Ibarra. Ibarra gave up 6 runs. He did so on 8 hits, is responsible for runners at second and third. And the first pitch coming to Summers is a ball low from Villarreal. Villarreal started in the state semifinals. Got a victory for the Rattlers. Pitches, it's popped up into foul territory and 3 rows out of reach for a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And what this run in this inning did is you still had hope, if you're a Rattler fan, that you could load the bases and the tying run would get to the plate. Now you got to get a run scored to bring back that, and that is if you get through this 5th with 2 runners aboard on second and third. There's a strike called to Summers. Brady Summers walked in the first, scored a run. Singled in the 4th, scored a run. Flied out to left field. Is 1 for 2 in the game with 2 runs scored. Number 2 hitter in the lineup. Runners at second and third and 2 outs. Villarreal spins it home. Strike 3 called. Struck him out. Inning comes to an end. Villarreal comes in and quickly retires Summers. But for Lucas Lovejoy, they score an important insurance run here in the 5th. For Sharyland Rattlers, getting late, 6th inning. 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup will hit. Lucas Lovejoy on top in this one. 6-1.
Call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate. Call us now.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Back here on the RSLN Network, 6th inning of this state championship game at Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Sharyland Rattlers representing the RGV. Lucas Lovejoy, more towards the Dallas area than anywhere. Here from Round Rock, head north. Lucas Lovejoy leading 6-1. Sharyland will send up Luis Cienfuegos, Santiago Soto, Edgar Quintanilla, all scheduled to hit here in this inning. Tyler Scarborough, who started, goes back out for his 6th inning of work for the Leopards of Lucas Lovejoy. Cienfuegos 0 for 2 in the game. Hits the first one in the air, short center field, and hangs up for the out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Cienfuegos 0 for 3 in the game. Brings up Santiago Soto. Soto 0 for 2 on a couple of fly balls. Flied out to center field in the first, flied out to left in the 4th, bats here in the 6th. First pitch, swinging, strike 1. Quintanilla on deck, has been on base twice and scored the only Rattler run. Soto trying to get on ahead of him. Takes the ball inside, and that one literally took off the glove of the catcher, Lucas Smith. Ball and glove rolled about 6 feet behind the catcher on that pitch delivered to Soto. He gets back in, standing from the right side. Base is empty, one out. Pitch outside. That one bounces back to the screen as well. Scarborough has walked one in the game. Has given up 4 hits. Strike there on a swinging miss. And the count goes to 2-2 on Soto. Seven-inning game here in the state championship game. Pitch coming. Foul ball at the plate. Keeps Soto alive. Now I see what they got up on the scoreboard there. Next pitch coming to Scarborough, or from Scarborough, is outside for a ball. An 81-mile-an-hour delivery from Scarborough. And now a full count on Soto. Soto calls timeout, steps out. Scarborough has struck out 3 in the game. Waits, delivers to Soto. Little loop around the left field. Left fielder comes in and Blakely puts it away. Second time Soto has flied out. That was a 92-mile-an-hour pitch from Tyler Scarborough. Brings in Edgar Quintanilla. Quintanilla, a bright spot in the lineup for the Rattlers here today. Walked in the second, scored a run. Walked in the fourth as well. Bats here in the sixth, takes strike one. That one again registered better than 92 mile an hour from pitcher Tyler Scarborough. Working quickly, brings the next one home. Ground ball in the hole, base hit to right field. Quintanilla aboard for a third time. It's a 2-out single. And that brings up I.J. Garza. And what this part of the lineup wants to do for the Sharyland Rattlers is they want to be able to at least give the top of the order a chance to hit later in this game. Ball one misses to Garza. Scarborough wants to go right after Garza here and face the bottom 3 in the lineup in the 7th inning. Throws to first, easily back in time. It's Quintanilla, who's on board for 3 times here in this game. There's a hard hit ball in the gap to left center field. Round second, heading to third. They'll bring the runner home. It's a double RBI. It's 6-2. I.J. Garza delivers with a double. And a little something going for the Rattlers here with 2 outs in the 6th. And here's Santiago Balderas. Balderas fouled out in the 2nd. Was retired in the 4th, struck out victim in the 5th, and bats here in the 6th for the Rattlers. Runner in scoring position down there at second base. Courtesy runner coming in for the Rattlers. J.D. Campos, a junior on this Rattler team. He'll be the runner. And a good hand for I.J. Garza, who delivered a ringing double to drive in a run here in the 6th. Balderas would like to bring him home. On deck is Chapa, who's already 2 for 2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, foul ball, chopped to third base, strike one. Oh, 0-1 on Balderas. Matter of fact, Chapa behind him is 2 for 2, and Cantu is 1 for 2. So the 8 and 9 hitters today for Sharyland have been trouble for Tyler Scarborough. Balderus trying to keep the inning alive. 2 down, 1 on here in the 6th. State championship game. Lucas Lovejoy leading 6-2. The pitch. Way outside and low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Balderus. Lucas Lovejoy will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up in the bottom of this 6th. Pitch is inside. That just misses. A 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Just off the plate to Balderus. Count goes to 2-1. Right-handed hitter. Waits for the next one. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. Scarborough took a lot off of that. That's an 81-mile-an-hour pitch. Following up that 90-plus fastball ahead of that. Balderus has to protect the plate. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Another off-speed pitch. And the Rattlers of Sharyland score a run. They do so on 2 hits. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Lucas Lovejoy on top in this one. State championship game. It is 6-2. We'll be right back.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
We are back here. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be. Joe Bowling with you here on the RSLN Network. A little audio coverage coming to you from Round Rock, Texas. Place that just is a rare occasion when a team from the RGV makes it to this level. At times, it's decades between trips or teams even having a chance to get to this magical game. Back to pitch is Milo Villarreal for the Sharyland Rattlers. First guy up, Lucas Smith. First pitch, ball 1, and here we go in the 6th. Villarreal came in relief in the 5th, struck out the only batter he's faced so far. There's a swing and a miss. Bat comes out of the hands of Lucas Smith. And all the way over to the on-deck circle where Carson Branch is standing. And he's like, hey, what gives there? Swinging through the pitch was Smith. And the bat came out of his hands all the way back to Branch. 1-1 the count. He gets back in. Villarreal brings it home. Outside corner, strike 2. Beautiful pitch, painting the corner. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter. Took him on the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Smith. Smith has an RBI double today. Take, strike, 3 call. Villarreal rings him up, painting the corner with an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. And Villarreal has struck out the only 2 hitters he's faced here in the ball game. This is a sophomore, my friends, and he'll face Carson Branch. Branch singled, drove in a run in the first. Strike 1, which right now, as the score stands, that would be driving in the run that has them on top. They had some cushion after that. Next one, fouled away. 2 quick strikes on Branch as Villarreal looks strong coming in relief. No balls, 2 strikes. Blakely on deck. Branch has been on base twice, has driven in 3 runs today. One of those and an odd bunt that still drove in 2 runs. Here's a swing and a miss. See you later. Villarreal comes in, strikes out another. He struck out 3 in relief. And it brings in Reed Blakely. Blakely has a single and a stolen base. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Facing Villarreal for a first time. Lefty versus lefty. Strike 1 call. Villarreal stands in, looks, brings the next one home. Check swing, strike 2. He has these hitters off balance. That's an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. He's consistent bringing those in about that range. Next one, ripped down the line. That's a base hit into the right field corner. Blakely will get a double and more. Right fielder gets to it. Blakely will check up with the double here in the 6th. He pulled that ball. There isn't much room down there, but he forced the right fielder, Diego Chapa, to get into the corner to field that ball. That brings up Zach Carson. Carson on the game, 1 for 3 with a single. Batting here in the 6th. Runner at second. The pitch. Gets away and down to third base goes Blakely. And that's one thing you can say about this Lucas Lovejoy team is they get base runners on and they find ways to get them in scoring position. In this case, a runner at third, 2 outs. Sharyland will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters up in the 7th. Milo Villarreal will try to keep it where it's at a 6-2 game. Has to come after Carlson. Behind in the count, 1-0. And brings it home. Inside corner for a strike. Villarreal, that's the slowest pitch he's delivered. It's 85 mile an hour. I know he's got some changeup stuff that breaks nastily. Paints the corner for a strike call. 86 mile an hour fastball. Ahead in the count is Villarreal. 1 ball, 2 strikes, working quickly to Carlson. Hits it on the ground to short. Dropped. Run scores. It's 7-1. Just a routine ground ball to shortstop. And the 3rd error of the game committed by the Sharyland Rattlers. (7-1) game. Here's Benjamin Reinhardt. Runner goes, swinging a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman gets there, throws across, inning over, but the damage is done. 4-3 on the putout for Lucas Lovejoy. They'll score a run They'll do so on a hit and an error. We head to the 7th inning. Getting late for the Rattlers. 3 outs away from Lucas Lovejoy celebrating a state championship. 8-9-1 for the Rattlers when we return. This is the RSLN Network presenting state championship baseball. Back after this.
Southmost College's auto body repair program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's auto body repair program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
The new Los Fresnos CISD Performing Arts Center is where creativity takes center stage. This facility immerses students in visual, performing, and fine arts programs where every student shines. Los Fresnos CISD, what we do here shapes the world.
I'll do anything for my clients. Would you pick up our kids from school? Yeah, I can do that.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the law champ.
Back here, state championship game, Del Diamond. The score is 7-2. 7-2. Lucas Lovejoy Leopards on top. 7th inning rolls around for the Sharyland Rattlers. It'll be Diego Chapa, Omar Cantu, Luis Balderas. Anyone gets on, Nicholas Valdez. Back to try to finish what he started, Tyler Scarborough. First pitch, inside, ball 1. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Chapa's been on base twice with 2 singles. Next one coming. Inside, ball 2. Behind Chapa, Cantu has a hit. He's been on base once. There's a strike called. 4 pitches, all beyond, check that, 3 pitches, all beyond 90 mile an hour from Scarborough. Steps off as Chapa calls time. This game started at 9. We're 2 hours plus into the morning. Next one coming. Check swing, and he went around. Strike 2. 81-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch there by Scarborough. And now he's 2-2 on Chapa. Brings it home. Fastball outside, just missed for ball 3. Lucas Lovejoy Leopard fans with a big groan. Count goes to 3-2. Chapa digs in. Here's the next one. Inside, ball 4, a walk. Diego Chapa on board for 3 of 3 in plate appearances. That brings in Omar Cantu. Cantu 1 for 2 on the day. Runner at first, nobody out. Throw to first, got him. Chapa picked off. And I told you in the first and second inning, these base runners have got to be at least looking that Tyler Scarborough has a terrific pickoff move. He gets Chapa, 1 out. Here's Cantu, first pitch. Up high, ball 1. 1-0. Next one coming. Strike call. 91 mile an hour. Scarborough working here in the 7th. Brings it to Cantu. Check swing, went around. Strike call. 92 mile an hour. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. Cantu waits. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called. 93 mile an hour fastball on the outside corner. And Lucas Lovejoy now 1 out away And Tyler Scarborough fired up, looks at his dugout. And here comes Luis Balderas, the last life for the Sharyland Rattlers. Balderas reached base twice, fouls it, strike one. That was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball again. Balderas singled in the first. Next one coming. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sharyland. 4 seniors started this game. They have enough youth to build on as ball 2 sails away. Five seniors on the roster. Pitch over the head is ball 3. So if you're looking at a team that has the pieces to build off of a 38-5 record state championship game, certainly one to look at. Strike 2 call. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 7-2 ball game. Lucas Lovejoy, 1 strike away from a state championship. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball. Out of play. Count stays at 3-2. Here it comes. Inside ball 4. Sharyland not done just yet. Second walk of the inning. And here comes Nicholas Valdez. Luis Balderas, who reached just now. He's a junior. Valdez, Cienfuegos, Santiago, the next 3 in the lineup. 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Sharyland, all seniors. Cienfuegos trying to keep this game going. Scarborough trying to end it. Pitch. Foul ball, right side, out of play. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Cienfuegos on deck. Valdez, the 2 of them are 0 for 6 facing Scarborough. Next one coming, foul ball. 2 straight quick strikes. It's 0-2. That was that off-speed pitch coming in at 81 on the inside part of the plate. Valdez way out in front of it, fouled it off. Right-handed hitter. Stands in, has to protect the plate. Scarborough's ready, spins it home. Popped up on the infield. Scarborough says, I started this game, I'll end it. Catches it. State championship. Lucas Lovejoy is your state champion, 2026. Valdez pops out. Ball game over. Lucas Lovejoy scored 3 runs in the first inning. Made that stick. Scored 2 in the 4th, another in the 5th. Sharyland with runs in the 2nd and the 6th. And congratulations to Lucas Lovejoy capturing a state championship game. Now they're going to clear us out really fast because they've already warned us. Since they're so far behind, they're going to have to get other crews in here to broadcast games coming up throughout the day. So in essence, it's going to be one of the shortest post-game shows I've ever done in my life. So I'll tell you again, the state champions, Lucas Lovejoy, go to 34-6-1 on the season. Sharyland drops to 38-6. And will bring home the 2nd place trophy in the state back to the Rio Grande Valley. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We do have some highlight clips that we'll put up later on the video side. Where I'll be next broadcasting game, I really don't know. But I hope you enjoyed this one. From this time till next time, from Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas, Lucas Lovejoy wins it. Joe Bolden signing off. See ya. I got my Sharyland. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game. Smacked
To the left. That is gone.
Lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Count it. And a win. And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why